Hello, welcome to a new episode of Geek Lunch Meat. I'm your host Chris. As usual, a big news roundup this week. Quite a few trailers have dropped and some juicy news tidbits as well. So we'll get stuck in straight away. First of all, I suppose the big trailer this week was She-Hulk, the latest TV series coming from the MCU, going to Disney Plus. They're sort of coming thick and fast these days. We've got Ms. Marvel coming up next in a few weeks. But yeah, She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, to give it its full title. August the 17th. As per usual, these things, the date leaked. I think it was one of the Disney social media channels leaked the date. That then probably got deleted, and then not long afterwards, the trailer dropped. Yeah, obviously, as per usual, fanboys on the internet went berserk, saying the CGI looked crap. I mean, it's okay. I suppose the one thing is you've got to remember it's a TV show, not a movie. They're not spending the budget on them, whilst they are big budgeted TV shows compared to others. They're not getting the same budget so the movies get. Secondly, sometimes the CGI in the trailers isn't always the final, so it may get amended. Yeah, and they're going for a more. It's more. They've said it's a comedy show. Basically, it's more of a comedy show set in the MCU. But that cartoony look is obviously what they're going for. There's some shots near the end of the trailer where her face actually looks really good. So maybe they're going to tweak it a bit. We'll see. Yeah, Tatiana Maslany as She-Hulk. Looks like they set up a division at this law firm strictly dealing with sort of Inhumans and superheroes and all that sort of thing. And her first client, it would appear, is the Abomination. Yeah, Tim Roth is back as was it Emil Blonsky? I think his name was. We saw a brief glimpse of the Abomination in Shang-Chi. Yeah, sure enough, he turns up in this. Benedict Wong is back as Wong as well. Obviously, he was in Shang-Chi as well, so they're tying it all in. There's a brief shot of Jamila Jamil in the trailer, and then we get to see quite a lot of Mark Ruffalo as well, with the Hulk, Professor Hulk, in it. I believe it doesn't show it in the trailer. I think for the synopsis I read that she gets a blood transfusion. I think from Banner, and it causes her then to Hulk out. So yeah, August the 17th for She-Hulk. So a little while to wait on that one, but yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. We then also got the trailer for Prey. This is that weird one where it was rumored last year that there was a secret sort of Predator movie in production. And then it got announced that yes, Fox had been working on it. Obviously, Disney bought out Fox. It then come under their banner. And yeah, now August the 5th, we are getting Prey. They seem to have dropped the Predator bit. It's just called Prey. It's coming from Dan Trachtenberg, who I suppose most famous for directing 10 Cloverfield Lane, sort of sci-fi horror creepy sequel, which is pretty effective. And it stars Amber Mid-Thunder, who was absolutely superb in the absolutely fantastic Legion show, which if you've not watched, I can't recommend that highly enough. It's coming to Hulu, which I think probably in the UK here we will get that straight to Disney Plus, as we don't get Hulu, and it is basically a prequel to the Predator movies. It's set about 200 to 300 years before, set in the Comanche Nation. Now there was a comic book years ago, which I think was called Predator Primal, seems to ring a bell, where I think you had it was either a Native American or it was set a long time ago, and so they didn't have any technology. And I know there was a bear involved. I think they sort of lured the predator basically towards the bear, who then like maured it and obviously helped defeat it. Whether they're going for something like that vibe, obviously we're going to see Native Americans going up against a predator with only obviously their primitive technology at the time. Although you could argue, obviously, Arnie at the end of Predator relied on his bow and arrow and things like that. Although he had explosive arrows, I suppose, didn't he? But yeah, Prey, August the 5th. The trailer is very effective. So it's a teaser. It's only about 40 seconds. I'll put a link in the description below, as always. And also, as always, if you can give us a thumbs up if you like what you see, subscribe to the channel will help us out a great deal. And we also got the fantastic trailer for The Boys Season 3 that's coming to Amazon Prime on the 3rd of June. The Boys are fantastic, based on the comic book. If you've not seen it, it's just a violent, gory, very funny, very sweary, not for children. Take on superheroes, and this season looks to be no different. There's people exploding in showers of blood everywhere. Homelander, who's basically a psychotic Superman, is just he's obviously gone off the rails completely. Carl Urban's back as Billy Butcher here to take on the Supes. He, according to the trailer, so it looks like they've got some drug which they take gives you superhuman powers for 24 hours. So he's going off on that. Huey's back as well. Obviously working for was it a senator or commissioner or someone who she's got the ability to make people's heads explode. Yeah, just gory, superb fun and weirdness and sickness. Absolutely love it. So June the 3rd, that is coming back to Amazon Prime. So massively looking forward to that. We then also got another comic book trailer, Umbrella Academy Season 3, which is hitting Netflix June the 22nd. And yeah, I absolutely love Umbrella Academy. The comic books are great. The TV show is a bit of a different beast. It takes those basic concepts, but changes them from the comics quite a lot. And it's just so stylish. The music, the way it's filmed, yeah, absolutely fantastic. And obviously, it's Umbrella Academy. It's a new season, a new end of the world. It happens every season, and this is looks like it's caused by their a paradox caused by their time travel shenanigans from the last season. Obviously, they've come back, and the Umbrella Academy is no more. We've got the Sparrow Academy that we briefly saw at the end of the last season in its place. Yeah, they're all back. Luther, Klaus, I absolutely love Klaus. Diego, yeah, can't wait. June the 22nd. Looks stylish. There's a alternate paradox Pogo, the monkey looking hardcore at the end of the trailer. So yeah, check that out. Can't wait for that one. We also got a little look at Gremlins, Secrets of the Mugwai, the animated show that I'm looking forward to for ages. They just sort of showed us what the characters look like. We've got Ming-Na, James Hong, and BD Wong, amongst others. I've accepted that it looks like this style. It looks like it's very much going to be more of a kids show. It's a prequel to the movies. Yeah, hopefully they'll get some of that deviant sense of humor in, but I don't know. It doesn't, based on the artwork, I would say not. But we still, there's a bit. I couldn't find a date of when it's actually coming out. I think I read somewhere it's about 10 episodes. So yeah, we're still waiting on that one. But always good to have update on Gremlins. I still hope one day they'll go back and do a live action sequel. Obviously with the nostalgia we've got these days, of like with the Ghostbusters Afterlife doing great guns at the cinema. A Gremlins film would be great in the spirit of the first one. I don't even mind. I'd love them to do practical puppets, but if they go CG, which they probably would, at least if they can make it look like the puppets, I'd be all up for it. Also, a little bit of news. It's come out of the blue. They are doing like a remake of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, based on the comic by Alan Moore and Kevin O'Neill. The comic is great. The movie starring Sean Connery, as you may remember, was all right. It's an okay adventure movie. It's nothing like the comic book is much more adult and violent and stuff going on. It's essentially like a Victorian team of superheroes of literary characters. You've got Captain Nemo, the Invisible Man, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, Wilhelmina from Dracula. Apparently it's going to come. It's being done by Hulu, so again we'll probably get it on Disney Plus over here. And it looks like it's going to be a feature film rather than a TV series. So yeah, just they come out the blue. News of a reboot. Don't know. Obviously, it's only just kicking off now, so I don't expect it anytime soon. But yeah, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen's coming back. Hopefully, it'll be an improvement on the movie. The tidbits. What's dropped this week? Stranger Things now is only just over a week away. Stranger Things season 4, and they've said it's sort of rumored. They said that some of the episodes it was quite epic in scope and quite long, but apparently at least 2 of the episodes that we're getting in this first batch of season 4 are about an hour and 45 minutes each. So pretty much feature length episodes coming. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. So we ain't got long to wait for that. And on the same day as Stranger Things season 4, obviously, is Obi-Wan Kenobi, the long-awaited Star Wars show, coming to Disney Plus next Friday. Now, this new edition of Vanity Fair magazine came out, featuring Star Wars on the cover and looking into all what's coming up. Some awesome photos from the legendary photographer Annie Leibovitz. I've got all the Vanity Fairs, the Star Wars ones they've done over the years. I should be picking up this one as soon as I can as well. Now, whilst it goes into a lot of stuff, it's nothing really new. It just sort of consolidates. Obviously, Obi-Wan is coming next Friday. We knew that. Andor, the prequel to Rogue One, will be coming late summer. We pretty much knew that as well. I think that's 12 episodes as well. It's quite a long one. And I think they're looking at 3 seasons of that, at least it looks like. Mando season 3 will be late this year, early next year. I think we pretty much knew that as well. And then Ahsoka will be coming next year. Again, we pretty much knew that. Mary Elizabeth Winstead was confirmed to be in it, which again was rumoured. And then the Acolyte will be coming after that, set 200 years, so before the Phantom Menace, during the High Republic time, looking at sort of the Dark Jedi, which we knew as well. And then they said the next movie we'll be getting on the big screen will be the Taika Waititi movie. Probably, I think it's 2025, which again was something they'd already announced with that date as well, I think. So we knew that. So yeah, it was nothing really new. It's consolidating stuff together. They did. What was new was they said that John Watts, who recently came off as director of the Fantastic Four movie that's coming, said he'd done enough superhero movies after doing the Spider-Man trilogy. He's doing a TV series, a Star Wars TV series for Disney Plus. Like a coming of age show with a sort of group of younger kids, maybe, I don't know, maybe Padawans. But yeah, that sort of came out of the blue. He's working on that. We're coming in the future, quite a while, I imagine. I've got to think I have started filming it already, so possibly next year, I imagine. They did say there'll probably be no more trilogies, whereas Star Wars was obviously this big cinematic experience with the trilogies. They're sort of going away from that and doing the more storytelling, much like what they've done with the MCU. You're going to have all the TV shows that will then feed into big event movies and things like that. Yeah, so it's just a different way. I don't mind. I love Star Wars, so any Star Wars, I'll take what I can get. Obviously, Mandalorian has been going great guns. I've no doubts that Andor should be good. I absolutely love Rogue One. The Ahsoka show, if it carries on in the like Mandalorian, looking forward to that. So yeah, if then Taika Waititi's movie brings them together, or obviously introduces new characters but brings in some of those and then spins off into other series, I'm absolutely fine with that. The other thing they said is that the Bryan Johnson trilogy is on the back burner, which again, I mean, that was obvious. They announced it just before Last Jedi hit. It was a sort of was their show of faith in the director, saying they had given him a new trilogy to do, and then obviously fan reaction to Last Jedi wasn't great on the most part. And then he went on to do Knives Out, and he's working on the sequel. I think he's doing 2 sequels for Netflix with them, and he's got a Netflix deal. So not really surprising that his Star Wars trilogy isn't going anywhere. So sort of a lot of non-news sort of came out of the Vanity Fair article. It just as I say, just sort of consolidated what we already knew. That's about it for me this week. Reviews wise, I've put up my review of Everything Everywhere All at Once, the multiverse spanning actioner come romance come sci-fi come kung fu movie, just a whole hodgepodge of stuff, absolutely superb, with the legendary Michelle Yeoh. Go and see it if you can. It's not playing in a great deal of cinemas here in the UK, but yeah, check the local listings. Go and see it. Well worth your time. But yeah, that's about it for this week. So I'll be back next week. We will have Obi-Wan will have been on by then, and also Stranger Things. Hopefully I'll try and binge all of those. So I'll bring you some what my thoughts on those. So yeah, until next week, take care, eat geek, and be merry.